don't get into a bus. Don't move into a bus. I hate to say it, but it's true. Finding parking when you live in a school bus. Conversion. Definitely not the easiest thing in the world. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, man, a van would have been so much easier because you could just park wherever you want. But you know, the bus has its own special set of perks and challenges, and we're happy to be a part of it one way or another. Okay, he needs help finding a place. What, babe?
There we go. Let's park right here.
Yeah, this looks good. Side of the road action. Cool. I was cleaning back there, baby, while you were driving, since multitasking is perfection in a bus.
So one thing I wanted to mention real quick that I just realized, you know, just popped into my mind, and it might sound self-righteous, but...
Ooh, self-righteous chats.
A lot of people pass the bus on double yellows because I'm going way too slow. Because my life is running at the pace the bus can run, literally. And you know, it never pisses me off. It never really upsets me that much. I truly pity those people because I know that they actually need to get somewhere.
They're in a huge rush.
They're in a huge rush and they have to fly by me on a double yellow because I'm going too slow. And their life is so rushed that they have to do that. And my life is just at a completely different pace.
Yeah.
And
like
I understand that, and I almost feel bad. I wish I could, like, I wave people by sometimes just to be like, just go, just get on by. Like, it never upsets me. It just makes me sort of realize that the whole world, the rest of the world is at like a completely different pace.
Yeah, it's nice. And the thing with the bus is like, yeah, our bus is special because it drives slow because it's a bus, but it also drives slow because it's this particular bus, which has its own set of issues. Okay, baby girl wants to go outside. All right, crab.
Since this whole video is about why we wouldn't recommend bus life, we just had like a 10-minute discussion about where the heck we're gonna park.
Yeah, it's always up in the air every single night. Like, where's the best place that we probably won't see the cops or angry neighbors
or not by a loud road, or that's not going to be on a slant.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
somewhere
there's so many variables.
Breathe outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm sure you're going to have that discussion many times with your significant other. That's kind of becomes like the new, where do we go out for dinner? Now it's like, where are we going to park tonight? Mm-hmm. And it becomes kind of a stress. But if you map out your city that you live in and pick a few spots that you really like we have Avery, which is by Avery Brewery. We love parking by Avery. There's 2 lakes over there. And we have Valmont Industrial, and another Valmont Industrial, because Valmont Road is this awesome road in Boulder that we're actually be parking off today. So after we go on this hike,
industrial areas are always the best.
Exactly.
So we're also going to just kind of share a little bit later. I think we're going to go over why we wouldn't recommend bus life to anyone that we know. I think that a lot of aspects of this lifestyle kind of wear on you, especially when you're trying to live in and or around a city.
There's so many people out here.
But yeah, there are just so many aspects of bus life that really wear on you, and I think that looking back on it, there's some things that we definitely do differently, especially if you're gonna like be living in or around any cities. A bus just is not always the best option unless you have a place you can park, but we're gonna get into that later.
Detail at the top of the mountain here, so stay tuned.
Look at this cute cat. Flurpinator, Flurpinator, you are so cute and fluffy.
So this is like the main highway of Chautauqua, so you can see how many people are on it right now. So we know a spot. We're gonna hike up one of these trails and split off and go hang a hammock so we can do a little soul chat with you guys.
You guys know how we love our SCs.
A real soul chat. We haven't had a good soul chat in a while. Oh, yesterday we did, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna try and break off from all these people to a much more secluded spot.
Everyone's struggling to walk this hill because there's ice packed on it, and you're walking up a hill, so gravity's working against you. Woo! Have some dry ground. Okay, how you feeling, babe? Lots of energy?
Oh yeah.
Lots of excitement?
Got this. All right, Zen almost fell 3 times within 10 seconds a session, so
no more camera.
I'm taking over camera duties.
It's really icy.
It is very icy.
It is.
It's like 60 degrees out and stupid icy. Welcome to Colorado.
We good. No one's behind me for that, okay?
No. Woo. I almost fell.
Snow life, baby.
Yep.
It's the only way to go.
I'm gonna snow life it.
I'm gonna keep going, baby.
All right, babe.
Update. We made it up the path. We had to walk on the side of the trail where the snow was because I was not about to mess with the ice. And now we're on our secret path.
Secret path. You can still hear people climbing on. Oh, there's people climbing up the side of the rockfish right there. You can probably see them. That's one of the Flatirons. They're just climbing right up it. It's Nar. This spot actually is where we recorded another video, which we'll put a card up for right now.
Yeah.
That's all about when we got engaged. We recorded that video.
I had to go into work at noon the same day we recorded that video.
True story. And
no shower.
That was about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of coming full circle.
Everything has changed.
Everything has changed. We're on to chapter 2 of LivingZEAL.
That's a view.
You know, that sure is. That is all of Boulder. All the red top buildings are the university, and it's just really very nice little town. We're right on the edge of a mountain right now. That's how we live our life. On the edge of a mountain. Right?
Yeah.
Careful. Yeah, we're pretty off path now, babe. So we don't recommend doing what we're doing.
Because there's a tree that's on its side.
Right.
We usually go right underneath it.
I think that's up here on the left, right?
Is that it? Right up there?
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to slide down this mountain.
You know it's a good spot when you remember it by like a fallen tree. You're like, if you hear the bees, you've gone too far. Found the tree on.
Found the tree.
Okay, seems legit.
No, I think the spot is over here somewhere. I just want to reminisce. I need to like tighten the string again. It just like floops when I'm climbing into my front, and it's just like, what is happening? Okay.
All right.
Chip and Joanna would be like, damn, this is a view.
If they think the view's in Waco or something to look at.
They're always like amazed by those views. Hey, there's beauty everywhere, right?
Yep.
Have you guys still not watched Fixer Upper on HGTV? We highly endorse it.
Are you plugging Fixer Upper right
Much
now?
like Cedar's hummus. I'm gonna get a close-up of you before you move. The first one's gonna be my Sammy.
Opening my Sammy, babe.
I literally, this is so good.
Take these sunglasses off. Get more personal with you guys. Get more intimate. Okay, so we want to talk to you guys about really like the hardest and most important thing about bus life, I think. Van life, I guess you probably get into van life because of this one main thing, but that is parking. Van life, I assume, is much easier, and that's why I wanted to do the step van, was so that we could like stealth park, and then we got the bus for space, and I'm really glad we did. However, 7 months later, and we've never really parked. There's been maybe a couple times we've been parked where we're allowed to be parked.
Or where we feel comfortable with it. Yeah. Most of the time.
Well, what I mean by that also is like pretty much everywhere the law is you're not allowed to sleep in your vehicle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, in like the counties we've been in. You just like straight can't sleep in your vehicle. So, and it's, you know, one thing if you're in your van and you kind of, I think a lot of people have like cool ways of disguising that they live in there by making it look like a business vehicle. But the bus is just really tricky. And I think that most nights we're always like, our lives, the day to day is if we hear something outside being like, is that the cops? Who is that?
Yeah, black stuff all over your forehead.
Do I?
Not anymore.
Well, anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah, every time the door closes, you
always
kind of
like-
get antsy. You're like, what was that? Like last night, for example, we parked outside this dead-end road, and we noticed that we could see through someone's backyard into their carport, and there was like an Audi and a nice new Toyota 4Runner.
I mean, we're in Boulder, so.
We're in Boulder, so people have money, but that's like, you know, those cars are
They weren't
probably
like
$150,000
super.
between the two of them.
Yeah, they weren't super nice houses, but it was the big thing
So-
is being a dead end road.
Zaina was even like, I don't like, you know, we've come so far now, 7 months later, that we've realized the kind of people that don't like our lifestyle, don't like us being parked anywhere near them.
And we'll call the cops.
So Zaina immediately was like, I don't like their vibes. And then we went inside and started making dinner, and like 5 minutes later, get a pound on the door, and it was another neighbor. And he was like, hey guys, I was in your exact shoes one time, and I'm really cool about all this, but the people you're parked right behind are not. I don't remember the word he used for him.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said either. But he was like, just back up 50 feet because that's where I live. And he was like, the neighbors around there are going to be fine. But if you park in front of these people's house. And mind you, we should just say, like, we don't park in residential areas at all ever anymore. This was just a random occurrence.
We're be close to the Chautauqua Park so we can go hiking in the morning.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, if you don't park near residential areas, you're probably better off.
Jeez, parking your bus in the neighborhood is just ill-advised. Don't do
It
it.
is.
Go with what we did.
You stick out like
last
a
night.
sore thumb, that's a problem. And that's why I would honestly say at the end of this soul chat that, you know, we've come a long ways. I've been thinking about talking about this for a while, but I don't think that I would suggest living in a Skoolie to most people. Not if you're planning on using it to like get around towns. It's not, you know what I mean? I hate to say it, but it's...
No, I mean, I wrote a whole bus life story about why I wouldn't recommend bus life to anybody I know.
Yeah.
Now, that's not saying you guys. We're excluding the LivingZEAL family, but
Well-
my friends and family, people that I know personally, I can't imagine recommending this and feeling good about that because there's a lot of just stuff you're going to go through that's really tricky, and unless you already have
know where
land,
you can park.
Yeah.
Like, you need to, if you're gonna convert an RV or a camper or something, and you're not, I mean, unless you're living like way off grid, sorry baby, and you're like not gonna be around people that care, be on BLM
land, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be going
Trying
around
to urban
cities and
stealth
stuff,
camp.
don't get into a bus. Don't move into a bus. I hate to say it, but it's true. Some days I wish that we would have gotten a van just for the convenience. It becomes very stressful not being able to park places.
We've come a long way, though. I mean, we laugh at ourselves because when we first started doing this, we were parking right outside of people's houses with no shades, and there'd just be full light. Everyone could see exactly what we're doing. We'd be like walking
Terrible.
around in bathrobes and cooking dinner, and the cops would come every 5 minutes, and we're like, why are the cops here? We don't understand. But as time went on, we got better and better
terrible.
at bus life. I mean, you can go back and watch our older videos. Don't. We can't even watch them. We don't watch.
Cringy.
We can't watch our older videos. That says something.
But yeah, we had no idea what we were going into, and I don't know, this is started getting towards that end of this soul chat. I think that we are super grateful for this lifestyle still, and
Yeah.
even though it's been stressful at times, it's been more rewarding more of the time. And we don't mean to like change your guys' opinion of what you want to do in terms of Skoolie or van life. Just do whatever you want, but just be aware of what you're getting into a little bit more than we were, because we kind of went in blindly. So
I mean, we knew what sacrifices we'd have to make, but I think the biggest hits have been parking and weather.
yeah,
We'll talk about weather later.
yeah,
All right, we're gonna head down this mountain
yes.
and get back into the bus, make sure our cats are okay.
Super hot.
I think that's probably gonna be it for this video as well.
Yeah.
So
I think
thanks for
so.
watching day 2 of our Boulder adventure.
Super
Stay
pretty out
tuned.
here.
As you can see, there's tons of beautiful stuff in Boulder, and we're going to keep trying to show you all of our favorite things around here. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll see you soon.